Hello everyone, this is Chryso Makariou from Vienna presenting you the Meet the Artist project. And I'm very happy today to present you one of the most active and dynamic women in music and educational field in Vienna, Silvia Saavedra-Edelmann.
Hello, Chryso. Hello, everybody.
Dear Silvia, thank you very much for being today here with me.
Thank you to you to invite me. I don't know why you invited me, but I'm very pleased and honored.
No, I invited you because, as I said, you are really one of the most active women I see in social media, in the music and education field, and it was really remarkable when the first lockdown of the pandemic, when all this began in 2020, I saw that you were amongst the few people that you were so active in social media, in almost all social media, expressing your opinion and giving advices.
Well, I'm quite of a person that don't give up, and where there's more difficulties always it was in my life, that I always find more solutions when I had more inconvenience or more handicaps. I'm this kind of person that gets creative when there's problems going on, and I think it is important people in this character like me to pull other people to do the same, because if we just all sit down at home and cry about the situation, we will not find any solutions, and it doesn't bring us to anywhere.
Yes, true. And maybe this is what, not maybe, I'm sure that this part of your character was exactly what like a magnet took my eyes and my energy, and I started following you and watching all the activities and the productions that you managed during this pandemic to bring to life. But let's start from the beginning. Mm-hmm. You come from Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, yet you live in Vienna since several years. How did this happen?
Well, I was living in Spain, and I had the privilege to work with the Filarmónica of Las Palmas. It's a very good orchestra, and they ordered me to engage singers for a production. So this is how I met my husband. And after that, 2 years after, I decided, because he's from Vienna, decided to come to live with him. He was first in Berlin, so we lived in Berlin 2 years. And then I came to Vienna and remained here. I'm very happy to be here.
Of course, I can understand why you are happy living here. Vienna is one of the most beautiful cities in the whole world. Also, the metropole of classical music, where all musicians and not only feeling at home. Yes, and during 2006, the Otto Edelmann Society was founded. Mm-hmm. And you were among the co-founders and the organizers of its numerous events, auditions, master classes, productions, promoting and supporting young talents. Tell us more about Otto Edelmann Society's concept.
Well, it's actually very funny because it was granted here on our back in this Hanusch Hof. This is the building. There was a school of music before, and Verena de Prato was a pupil of my father-in-law, and she was the owner of the school. She decided to start with a kind of a small saal to make concerts with the name of my father-in-law. So from that point, we decided to start with the association to support. We didn't know that time how, but support young musicians. So the school closed, and 2 years after the founding of the society. But we decided, my husband and me, to remain in this thing of supporting young artists, mainly musicians and mainly opera singers, giving them the opportunity to present themselves in front of theater managers and agencies, and in the form of a competition or audition workshops. And we did a lot of Pate concert, what the professional singers was introducing, and young singer. Then we started in 2000, well, I don't remember the years, but it's 5 years ago, I think, with Plus Opera, making whole productions that with the purpose that young singers can perform a whole opera and a whole role with a stage, on stage, with a stage director, conductor, and everything. And what is our competition got inside of the University of Music and Performance Art, and it got very big. And actually, this is the most important singing competition in Vienna, actually, and happening in Theater an der Wien. And we are very proud of it. And well, let's see if this next year is going to happen, because this year is not going to be because of COVID situation. And for sure we are going to find more and more ideas in the futures, that as we don't stop to being creative, like we did with the Hof concert in the COVID situation a year ago. So
it is really remarkable what the strength and the energy that you have, and you don't really give up, as you said. And I have to admit that I admire you. But what I really find interesting, and I'm sure that many, not only young opera singers, would like to find about more, but also a bit older, like me, how to prepare yourself for an audition. I would please give us more information about the workshops that you were doing, and let's hope that the situation will allow us, everyone, to continue with this, because this is something that many singers, it's a problem, how to, when you finish a school, an academy, a university, and suddenly you find yourself in another field, you need to be professional, and you start auditioning in several agencies. Mm-hmm. And you need to have a professional way of presenting yourself. Mm-hmm. how can we help these young opera singers?
Well, it is something that surprised us at the beginning when we started to look for young singers to present in our concerts. Then we were auditioning, and we realized how bad prepared people were. So we decided with Niels Moos, he's the opera conductor and the chief of the department of MOOC, and my husband and some agents. Sometimes we invited Erich Seiter, Stesholum, with this kind of audition workshop, totally free, supported by the society and the members of the society. And then we got invited also in the University of Performance Arts and their summer school, ISA. I was invited in Seoul, I was invited in Riga, etc., etc. I thought it was assumed that this was a part of learning singing in the university, but it was not. Of course, we are very limited. What can we do? Because we are dependent just of the money, from the money of our members. So we just giving once per year, and even less because we did it since the COVID situation started. And yeah, it is. You must talk. You must get the advice from them agents. Is very important. What are they looking for? What is the market waiting for, and how. Also, it's very important to get somebody from with the casting experience that can give you an orientation. Yeah. How could be the repertoire that brings your best in audition out? Also, we had a styling lady who just told the people, this is not right, could help you a little bit more to present better yourself. Everything is very important. There should be a normal teaching in each university for singers, and especially because instrumentalists, this is not so much important.
Which is unfortunately not a subject in the universities around the world, actually. And it's something that a young student needs to have always in mind, because as the situation is right now, and it is for the last years, time matters.
Yes, time matters. And then now actually it is very sad that people that they are taking care. Of course, there are many agents now, they don't earn any money. Yeah, I can understand their situation, but they are trying to make profit of the bad situation of the musician. There's really things like we did with the audition workshops, totally free for singers. I think is a service for young musicians. We must do it. So when there's a support of a university, of an institution like this, it is great. It should be a business. To make a business from people who's looking for a business to the bad situation, this is really very sad. I will try to do it again, where as soon as possible we can do it in public and be in contact with people without any dangerous situation with COVID and laws. And this is everything what I can. I offered also in COVID. I did it for Jerusalem University, totally gratis, Zoom conference, talking to the students how to prepare to audition. I have a PowerPoint and everything. This is everything what I can do right now.
It is very rare, really, to meet people like you, because I keep receiving emails from different platforms in internet for auditions and competitions, and really all these are never for free.
No.
Really it is rare to I wouldn't expect that there are still people thinking of the common well and good for the young talents.
Well, this is a mentality more typical in the USA. I'm not American, but I would admire in this country the people assume if they earn money, they must give it back in the way they think it is the best. And this is how everything works over there. We in Europe are very, how do we say, spoiled. The state give us everything. They give us culture, they give us education. This is also right. It must be like this because I want that the government do something with my taxes. But the people, private people, should also think about not everything what the governments decide to put the money on is the right way to support things that you love. I think it is not enough money to support education, and there's not enough money to support culture. Even Austria is the country where the biggest culture budget overall all around the world. This is fantastic, but still there's a lot to invest still also in Austria. Yeah, so when you have some money, when you earn some money and you love something especially the most, just put your money over there. It's going to make you much more happy than buying a luxury, I don't know, bag.
Indeed. And let's go back to the first wave of the pandemic. You mentioned before the Concerte. This was also a project of the Saavedra-Edelmann Society. And by the end of April, we saw you in social media, in Facebook, coming up with this wonderful idea of making concerts, giving the opportunity to singers and musicians to perform in different gardens around Vienna, very beautiful gardens and buildings. How did the Viennese people accepted this new kind of activity?
Well, it was a kind of such a beautiful time we had doing these concerts, because you could feel the people were so happy to hear music, live music again. And this is what surprised me very much, because it was really the first concert not only in Vienna but all around the world, and paying concerts where the artists, they got a little money. Yeah, this is something that is very important for me, that the people get paid for their service, for their work. And it was so beautiful just to see all the people sitting on their windows with a glass of wine and clapping their hands and asking for more. And this is something that shows us how important is music for the people. And I hope that even in these beautiful gardens of Vienna, that somebody support this further, because it could be getting a kind of tradition that in summer because they are private gardens, so you need to have the permission to get inside. And all around these gardens are like 10 buildings, big buildings. They are very big gardens. It's something special in Vienna. And I hope that in the future they continue to do that. I would be very happy. And what is very surprising for us, because we always complain that the people, they don't give free money when you ask for spend, I don't know the word, donation. The people were donating very, very generously, and from €5 to just going to €1,000 like this. So it was wow. So it was the kind of the atmosphere that we were living at the moment, that true. And there were newspapers, there was television that helped us too. So we could pay all the concerts, and we didn't have to put nothing from our money, our private money. So we are really grateful and happy.
Yes, and we will watch now a small trailer from the Hof concerte, which means garden concerts, and I'm sure that you will love it. And now I'm coming to my final point, to my last question. You already mentioned it, and it's something that it is you keep talking, and I'm thinking, this lady has no end with her imagination and her ideas. And exactly at the moment where all people were missing last year the feeling of having the opportunity to visit a concert hall, you bring them the concert to their yards. And not only that, you came up with the idea, of course it was from before, the Plus Opera, and you managed to keep it alive. And you managed, although all the obstacles and everything, all the situation was against, to make it real, to make it happen. And you did the production with the singers of Hansel and Gretel during the pandemic. Let's hear more about it.
Well, it was even more. It was in the second lockdown, so we were a little at the beginning in a kind of a shock, because we were in the middle of the rehearsals, and there was a lot of people because two casts. No, we decided we keep on. We tried to do with the masks and to open the windows all the time, and then at the performance just we make a video and we share the link and for a small donation, free donation. And it happened, we did it, nobody was sick. From the beginning to the end, nobody was sick, so I'm very happy that it happened. So I'm doing it again in April, so I don't know exactly what is going to be the situation. Another opera, El Empresario delle Canarie, the same theater, that's Off Theater, when there's audience, there will be audience. When there's no audience, will be it will do the same with the video, and perhaps in autumn we do it for audience again and something like that. But I think it's important to keep the young people busy. Our colleagues to get small jobs is important, very important to them too, and for the general culture to show this is small possibilities, still small possibilities to keep ongoing, keep doing music, and this is the message.
Yes. So the message is clear. Who wants to do music finds always the possibilities and the solutions to do it.
Of course, they are not going to. I'm not going to pay what the Staatsoper is paying, but every small movement in direction to create a job and to facilitate a platform to make music is a very big thing right now.
Indeed. And this is a great message to end our today meeting. A possibility to do great things, even when there isn't the right situation to do something else. You still can be motivated and creative.
This is important. This is very important to still remain creative and not give up. Not me, not musicians, not singers. Even when they have the sensation for what I'm singing, for what I'm playing, for what I'm training, because of the self-discipline, you don't know for what and why, but you will see after months or years that it was great that you did.
This is true. Yes. Thank you, dear Silvia, for being with us today, supporting our Meet the Artists project. And we will continue, I will continue following you and give you all the updates.
Thank you very much, Chryso, for inviting me. I hope that you get more and more audience, and this is very important. What are you doing? Giving a voice to people that normally they don't have, and like me, because I'm creative, yes, but I'm anywhere, and I'm doing by myself everything, and this gives me the opportunity also to present myself. Thank you very much.
It was with great pleasure, Silvia. Thank you. People, follow us in Facebook, Meet the Artists Project, Vienna Quartiere Artistico. Follow the page, and please do not forget to subscribe at my personal YouTube channel. Chryso Makariou from Vienna. Thank you.
Denke drin, gibt's den Tisch.